Hello, welcome to another YouTube video. I am here with another. My name is Hir or Lemon, which is a little bit easier to pronounce. And today I thought I'd start drawing like movie tropes or like movie categories as anime girls. This is a like sort of design challenge I've seen a couple times before. Not this specific like movie tropes thing, but like turning just sort of vague concepts into anime girls. Unlike with like my Fruit as Magical Girl series, that one's got a bit more of a direction, because like fruits are tangible things. Like you can colour pick a fruit, and obviously Magical Girl sort of like narrows it down from just a broad anime girl down to, you know, specifically a magical girl. So yeah, I thought this would be a nice fun challenge for me. This first girl that we're drawing is, originally she was meant to be tragedy as an anime girl, but I sort of decided I didn't want to go like the gloomy route, so I went with more documentary. I don't really watch a lot of documentaries, especially as like movies, but I just thought it would work. My sort of idea for the character design is like, you know, science club president, or like history club president or something like that at the school. Very like, you know, good grades, she knows a lot of facts, etc. But I still wanted to like keep her not gloomy. So while her appearance looks a bit like stricter and gloomier, like with the long hair, the like smaller eyes, the neat uniform, when I get around to colouring, I give her a bit more of a warm toned and a bit like more colour than just like black hair, because I think that works, because a lot of documentaries are quite fun. I know I said I didn't really watch many documentaries, but they are genuinely really like interesting. And I didn't really want to give her the like, oh, she's so boring sort of thing, you know, oh, she's a girl into science, oh, how boring. I actually wanted to give her like a bit of personality, and not just make her like a cookie cutter sort of like, oh, she's a monochrome girl who's into grades or whatever, you know. I think I did it quite well. Regular viewers might realise that this sort of style is a bit sketchier than my normal style. I wanted to try some stuff out. So basically, I work not quite full time. I work a little bit under full time, and I also have other things going on, so I can't do like multiple full illustrations every week. And so I thought, instead of having one big full illustration to do once a week, if I sort of like broke it up into these like themes and did it like that, I thought that'd work a bit better. You know, you guys get a few more designs than just like me having to talk about one design for 12 minutes. And yeah, so I just thought this is quite nice. As you can see, this is where I'm like adding the warmer colours. Like my instinct was to go grey uniform, but I thought the brown would look quite nice. She also looks kind of like, you know, college professor in suede. I like it. I'm quite happy with her design. I think it's cute. You know, she's sort of preppy girl, you know, like something fun like that. And now on to the second girl. I decided to go with romance. I have a lot to say about this one. This one I had sort of an immediate mental image, which when you're designing like these sort of like characters, an immediate mental image is sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. Sometimes you get really stuck in the like, oh, I specifically want to depict like this. But sometimes it just sort of helps streamline the process. But yeah, so this girl is meant to represent the like romance movie trope, and I know I said movies and not like anime tropes, but this girl is a fujoshi. I'm sorry, she's a fujoshi. She's a fujoshi anahime danshi. Okay, like she just is loving the BLGL sort of thing. Okay, like I just wanted to make her a complete shoujo girly. I also really wanted to give her like a quite light design, so with the pigtails, she looks quite cutesy. This isn't something that was inherent in her design, but the entire time while I was designing her, I was thinking, this girl is Arroways. I'm such a sucker for the trope of an Arroways person who just loves fictional romance and like doesn't like it in real life. That's kind of me. I'm not super into. I love fictional romance. Like, give me a yaoi any day of the week, but I'm Arroways in real life, so it just sort of, yeah. I'm just really into that trope because also we get a lot of Arroways characters in media who are like, oh, they're cold, emotionless robots. When, no, a lot of the time Arroways people do feel a lot of love. It's just not the same way that a lot of people feel. And I thought that'd be quite a cool sort of design trope to go with, of like, to think of her as an Arroways character while I was designing her. I think she's like best friends with the other girls in this like video. You know, I think she and the documentary girl are like always yapping about, like, the documentary girl will start yapping about like historical time periods, and then she'll be like, oh my god, there was a yaoi I read that was set in that time period. You know, just something fun like that. I just thought really cutesy pigtails, so cute. I'm obsessed with the pigtails. I do realise she looks a little bit like Hatsune Miku, but you know, I'm not complaining. Hatsune Miku is adorable. I a little bit wanted to go not very Harajuku because like I still wanted to look like she was in school, but I gave her, you know, the little bracelet, the little scrunchie, the little bows, just a classic cute girl. And I also think that accessories says a lot about character. Admittedly, I didn't give the documentary girl a lot of accessories just because I didn't feel like she would. Maybe I should have given her a book bag, I don't know. But like with this romance girl, you know, the bows, the bracelets, the little pins on her bag, it can actually say a lot about character, especially for these like really quick 1 minute, you know, like, oh, like throwaway OCs. It does help like say a lot about the character if you use these like small little details. It's always something I really like, you know, implementing into my designs. And again, warm colour scheme, pinks and oranges. I did kind of realise eventually that she does, like, her colour scheme looks a little bit like the lesbian flag. And you know what? Lesbian Airways, yeah, let's go for it. I'm not saying no to that. You know, go girly. My lesbian Airways Fujoshi Himetanshi. Yeah, let's do it. I also just sort of was imagining that, like, she would definitely be the type of girl to collect Labubus and Lafufus. You know, she is rocking up in all these, like, little plastic key rings and stuff. She jingles when she walks. And for this last girl, because I'd drawn to other, like, quite quote-unquote feminine girls, like, they both wear sort of skirts, I wanted to give, like, this character a bit more of a androgynous / masculine appearance. And that was something that I had in my mind when going into it before I'd even picked the, like, movie genre I wanted to design her as. So I went with, like, an adventure / shonen sort of movie genre. I'm not sure if shonen is a movie genre, I don't think it is. But I also didn't want to give her, like the human version of Rainbow Dash. That was in my mind, and I was like, considering I already had that image in my mind, and giving the sporty tomboy girl, like, a really, like, quote-unquote, like, masculine, like, appearance. Sorry, movie taste, because shonen is admittedly, you know, it's directed towards teenage boys. It just felt, not lazy, it just felt a little cliche. So I gave her this more, like, sporty, but, like, still, like, as if she's on the swimming team, you know, something like that. I gave her, like, quite long hair, with the little flyaway strays, and a bit more of, like, a traditionally handsome face. yeah, I just maybe a bit more mature. Maybe she's the other two's upperclassmen. And also with the colours, I gave her a bit more of a cooler character design. Again, I mean, I'm not saying she is a swimmer, I guess I had the mental image of, like, somebody who's on the swim track, whatever it's called. So that definitely bled into the design. But even though I still wanted to give her a bit more of an androgynous appearance, I still wanted her to look like an anime girl. Like, the femininity aspect is something I specifically wanted. So I sort of just gave her a little bow. I just think it's cute. And again, the long hair, the long, like, sleek hair. I don't know, I think it just works. I did, however, specifically want to not give her a skirt. I know in, like, Japanese high schools, I'm pretty sure girls have to wear skirts. But this is a fictional drawing. We're not too concerned with realism. You know, the other girl had pink hair. You are not allowed that in a Japanese high school. And again, I wanted to sort of give her the, like, cool upperclassman sort of vibe, you know, like they go to her about their troubles. And I think somebody who is quote-unquote, like, meant to be this sort of, like, cool character archetype, and then somebody who's just, like, a complete shonen adventure buff, it's quite a funny like, comparison. I am just sort of imagining everyone being like, oh, I bet she watches, like, you know, really gritty dramas or whatever, and then you turn around and look at her, like, phone wallpaper and it's like Naruto. She's like, oh yeah, I love Naruto. Now that I've said that aloud, I do realise she kind of reminds me of Kyoshika Magadori from 100 Line. I think I was unintentionally sort of doing that in the design. Oh no. But, you know, you are influenced by the things around you, and that's what makes art so fun. So here I'm just doing up a few of the, like, final touches. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry the past 2 videos haven't had my voice. I've got quite a nasty cold. And it's just, it was hell trying to record it. I'm sorry. But thank you for sticking around. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate everyone, like, who, like, watches my videos and likes them. It really does mean a lot. Any comments, likes, and subscribes on this video, greatly appreciated. Thank you. And here's all my girls. All right, bye.